Hello everyone, this is Steven with SG Saber Design, and today I have Dustin's Shaak T, and I believe this is a Atom Sabers. I'm not 100% sure on that. I believe it is. The only other one I've seen online that was an Atom Saber Shaak T looked exactly the same, but it used these as buttons, and the one I received here, these are not really usable as buttons as they came. This one has buttons set up in these control knobs here. However, just like the one I did see online, it came just as a whole here with a discrete bar graph that you could put in there below. I'm not a fan of those. They take up too much space in the chassis, and I just don't think they look great here. Instead, what I used is this metal bar graph piece came from Gus at Laredo Sabers. If you guys haven't looked at Gus's stuff at Laredo Sabers, definitely go take a look. He makes some fantastic sabers, great parts, definitely worth a look. Anyway, I was able to get that from him, weather it to match the thing, and it's epoxied in, and I think it looks fabulous there. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've done with the Saber, the install. Okay. So we've got a Proffie 2.2, an 18650 battery, kill switch. Got our CC Sabers V3 PCB, 2 buttons. We've got 2 discrete micropixels here for these, and then we've got a 10 element bar graph that goes right below that. Did a black chassis with a light coat of silver rub and buff to give it kind of that metallic look. The Greeblies were all done by Mark Ryan again. He's doing a great job on these. A lot of nice work here. We've got the Shaak T. I don't want to say headdress, but you know. So let's go ahead and take a look. To use this, we're gonna. So put this in once it's on. Like I said, these are the switches. So you're gonna put this in with this channel up. It should just slide right in, and just use your pommel to push it the rest of the way in. Okay. So now it's in, you can see our bar graph is lit. Looks great. We've got these 2 lights here, and then our buttons are right here. This is a 7/8 emitter. Okay. So let's go ahead and fire it up. The way I've got this set up at the moment, I set this as the activation, and this button is aux. The way the buttons are located, they're not terribly convenient no matter how you look at it. But I figure if you're holding it like this, maybe you could use this as your aux button with your pinky. If you want that switched, Dustin, just let me know. Just a real quick change to the config. We'll take care of that. So let's go ahead and fire it up. So when that's going, that was 1/6 Shaak attack. When it's going, this one turns to blue to kind of match the blade, and this one was doing kind of an audio bar graph type thing. So it was, you know, when it gets louder, you'd see it go up and down. So let's go ahead and put in a blade, and we'll explain some more. This uses a 1.5 millimeter hex retention screw. So
always remember, Your focus determines your reality.
Now, Dustin, the way these are set up, I did not Loctite them. They can be screwed tighter. If you get them too tight, they won't push all the way down to the... They're doing fine right now, but if you get them too tight, they will not hit that. So if you ever get to the point where you're hitting those and they're not activating, just loosen them up just a little bit, and that allows the plunger to go further down. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. Anakin, Yoda,
You don't know the power of the dark side. This party's over. I've become more powerful than any Jedi.
Your swords, please. We don't want to make a mess of things in front of the Chancellor.
You won't get away this time, Dooku.
you see I've done some different animation work on that. It depends on some of these. Some of them are the same. And I did one for Luke. Did a little bit different on this one.
Tell me, is this training?
My training? No. Always training. The universe is.
Got the cave scene set up flashing there for his. And then when you activate it,
I will make it easy!
it just kind of goes to a solid green up there.
No joy in this victory. We shall find.
Too many killed on both sides.
Master Shaak T.
And then we're back to Shaak T. So that kind of sums up the whole install on this one. If you have any questions, let me know. If anything you'd like changed, any other fonts that you would prefer on there. I didn't mention this does have a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker in it. Sounds fabulous. Kind of sets up against the end of this, so it gets a lot of resonance room in there. Overall, just great chassis, great hilt. Very solid, and should be a good one to use. Anyone has any questions or anything they'd like to have installed, please let me know. You can reach me at sgsaberdesign.etsy.com or leave a message on any of my YouTube videos, and I will get back to you very quickly. Everyone have a great day, and may the Force be with you.